Okay, so, because of things that happened last episode, I gotta voice over this. It says it on the screen too. There you go. I gotta voice over this, so here we go. Once you master the last part, you put gravel, sand, and clay in there, and you get this thing called grout. If after you smoke grout, I put it like that to symbolize a furnace. You get after you smoke grout, you get a seared brick. That was just a shooting star. Go pick those up whenever that happened. You smoke grout, you get a is stuff here. Ay, just hurry up, me. You get a seared brick. If you put 4 seared bricks like you would, to make bricks, you get seared bricks. Put seared bricks around a piece of glass, you get a seared tank. If you put seared bricks in a bit of a thing like you would pants, you get a casting table. Put it in a U shape, you get a casting basin. Put it around it just like a square, leaving the middle empty. You get a smelty controller and put it just in vertical lines like you would boots, but with an extra one on the top. But with extra 2 on the top, you get a smeltery drain. And then you need to make a smeltery faucet, which I'm doing right now. It's called a seared faucet. I'm doing that right now. And as you can see, the bricks are in like a V shape. And there it is. The bricks are in a V shape, and you get a seared faucet. After you created all of those, they're kind of costly on sand, gravel, and clay. It takes a while. You can build this above ground, but I like it better if you put it in ground. You put a 3x3 square of seared bricks, and then you just make a rim around those seared bricks. I believe the corners do count, but if they don't, leave it in the comments. I'll make sure to read it and notice it, and that'll help a lot. Afterwards, I'm just putting all this in my inventory to make it easier, and grabbing a smeltery controller. Put the smeltery controller somewhere in it other than on a corner. Put a seared tank next to the smeltery controller. It doesn't have to be on both sides. Just a seared tank next to it, and put a smeltery drain anywhere around it. I'd like to keep it on the front just because it looks all nice, neat, and it's easy access. I could build it into a wall, stuff like that. You can expand up if you just put seared bricks around it. You don't need more smeltery controllers, but you might want more smeltery drains. After this, you could put a casting basin down there, down in that hole that I dug. Just give it a second. Put a smeltery faucet on that hole in the smeltery drain, and then you put either a casting basin or a casting table. I have no idea what I'm doing here. Casting basin or a casting table in that hole right there. Just give it a second. There we go. Casting basin or casting table right there. That's what they both look like. You can't put it like that, obviously, or else it does that. You can use pipes to pump it out of that hole and put it into a different place, but those methods are frowned upon in the Hexxit community. If you're going to use both of them, you got to put 2 smeltery drains on it, or you can just interchange it. I like to put both on there, one on each side of each other, skipping the corner, because you can't use the corners for anything. They're just there to keep it all nice, filled, and looking neat. Then you got to fill up the seared tank with a lava bucket. It takes more than just one lava bucket. I have no idea what I'm doing here. Oh yeah, I had to leave for a second, so I'll be right back. Hold on. Alright, I'm back. And where we left off was I was just showing you all that. Obviously, it's been a second for you. It's been a minute for me, because I went to do some stuff for a bit. Either way. Yeah, just give me a second here. It'll come to me later. I'll just tell you about it later. If you put ores into the smeltery, it gives you double the amount of ingots it would as if you put it into a furnace. You could use a furnace like you do in vanilla and just like not use a smelting, but it's you're just wasting your time. You could double all your ingots if you do this. It does do damage if you like step into it. If you're in survival and you go into it, it does do damage. I'm just seeing what all's up here. Is wasting time. These are dungeon tower thingies. You just go through them tier by tier, starting at the bottom. And it has prizes at the top, but the top's guarded heavily, and all the tiers of it are guarded heavily. It takes a while. I'm trying to open this chest, but it won't let me for some reason. It just won't let me open those chests for some reason. Don't know why. Yeah. Okay, so they're almost done. They're almost done smelting, trust me. Let's see. There's a bar next to all the ores that goes from like red to white with a bunch of colors in between. And it fills up slowly. After it smelts, you'll see a little colory liquid down there, depending on what thing you have. Right now I have iron. As you saw, it said 18 ingots. Normally I would only got 9 ingots because I only put 9 ores in there. But since it doubled it, I got 18, which is awesome. Right. At first, if you're just smelting iron, or if you're just smelting iron right now, just make blocks out of them for your later use. I'll show you what to do with gold. And there are such things as alloys in this. You will, whenever you make this, you'll get a book called The Mighty Smelting, and that'll tell you a bunch of alloys that have been in the game. There are some alloys that they do not list in there, but you don't yes, it's kind of hard to find alloys just by messing around because you gotta have a lot of space. Stuff like that. Right now I'm just doing this and I was glitching out a bit. I'm just making the rest of the blocks. As you see, it empties out as you go along and do that. If you're just doing iron, don't bother to use a casting table yet. Just use the casting basin. I'll show you how to use the casting thingy. You can't use it with iron. You can only use it with gold and aluminum brass. Aluminum brass is not found naturally. It is an alloy. Sorry. It's an alloy between aluminum and brass. I'll come right back whenever this is done smelting. Alright, well, it's done smelting. Gold is a nice little yellowish color. And what you do with the casting table is you grab a tool part. You can't use an actual tool. You have to grab a part of that tool. And I'm just spawning one in because I'm lazy and I don't want to have to go make one again. So you get it. You set it on the table. Then with your gold or aluminum brass, you right click on the faucet and it fills up around it. And then boom, you got your first cast. This right here, this particular is a pickaxe head cast. I'll show you what to do with these casts. Right now I'm talking to you. Is the thing I'm actually talking to you about how to make stuff. As I was just looking at the Gashaw pickles because those look kind of weird. Either way, I was just talking about the aluminum brass and stuff. Give me a second here. Yeah. Alright. Right here. I thought you could make gold tools, but you cannot. You cannot make any modded gold tools. You can only make survival gold tools. So, you can also make ingot casts. So if you want to make survival gold tools for some reason, making a cast. I personally hate gold tools because although they do stuff faster, like they mine faster and dig faster and chop down trees faster, their durability goes down like crazy. So I just don't like them because the fastness that you can get with those, you could just get with a simple enchantment, which is fine by me. So, as you can see, you cannot make gold tools. I'll even show you that you can't make gold tools right now. As all those tools, and it only has a golden pickaxe as survival golden pickaxe. So I'm just putting the rest of these into blocks. Normally you'd melt these down later if you need to make more casts, but right now I'm only making them into blocks. Ow. Yeah, I'm grabbing some iron ore for later use. Just breaking that. I'm seeing if you could put liquid iron in here. You can't get liquid iron in the actual thing, obviously, because it was only made here. I will be back in one moment. I'm just gonna skip forward to the part where I show you how to make tools, so hold on. Alright, so my iron's almost done. I'll get to showing you shortly. It is almost done. Very, very close to being done. There it is. It's done. So, what you do is you'd go over to your casting table. You'd have your blank or cast in it already. You pour that into it, and then boom, you get an iron part. Sorry for hitting my mic. You get an iron part, and then you'd use these like you would in the normal tool table. Use these like you normally would in an iron tool table. I have no idea what I'm doing right now. But yeah, I was grabbing a to repair them. To repair the tools, you need to get a tool forge. To repair the metal tools, you need to get a tool forge. I'll get you that recipe right now. It's 3 seared bricks on the top with a tool table in the middle with iron blocks on the side. Once you get that, you can just replace your old tool table with it, and you can build a lot more things. You can repair metal tools. You can repair normal tools. You can build all the normal tools. You can just build a lot more things with this. I'm just going through a bunch of them. And I see how long I'm going for. So yeah, that's basically all that there is to the Hexxit. Next part of this, I'm going to show you how either all or most of the tools are used, because they all have special abilities other than what they normally do. So, yeah. But peace out. Later. See ya. Next episode. As I said last episode, my friend Dabrian has a series going on about Hexxit on his server. I'll leave a link in the description to his channel and to that first episode. See ya next